welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth. Today we're returning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kicking things off stinky as can be. None other than the Junkyard, the elusive event that has decided to appear today. But this isn't even the reason that I'm so excited. I am it's like contractually obligated, but the loot version, to hit this place up when it appears. So we're gonna be doing that. But then, right afterwards, we have a smorgasbord of Season 13 coming your way that I cannot wait to get into. So without further ado, let's go. And hello, naked people. To get to the bottom of whatever's going on over here. Y'all can see that there are a few people on patrol, and they appear to have noticed me. Luckily, just the one fella noticed me. Waha! My stank is kind of paying off here. This fella. The other fella did not notice us, only this one did, so using the stank to our advantage, we might be able to take down some of these comrades one by one, and with some of the long-range action, the VSS, that shotgun raid will not hit me, but alas, the struggle of this location does continue. In case y'all do not know, I do believe some of these events have actually gotten a little bit nerfed in that y'all can see whenever these guys die, they're naked, they don't drop things. That guy may have had a shotgun, but he doesn't really like to drop it, but that doesn't change the fact that this may or may not be okay. There's definitely a better way that I could handle things. Let's bring out a little bit of that VSS and take down these raiders to save our compadre over here. I think it hit me. Oh no! I'm sorry! Oh, you're not one of them? Oh yeah, I definitely didn't shoot you. That was not me. I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for the help. Your rewards in the chest. Woo! My man! That'll get us a little bit of a chest opening. And on top of that, also opening up these choppers. And the reason that I'm so excited for the Junkyard event and the fact that it appears is that this can seriously be a huge help in Season 13 for us, because the Junkyard event has access to some of the rarest loot. And in particular, this version of the Junkyard event with the Raiders gives us 3 additional chances at getting our hands on some car batteries and some seriously good stuff that this chopper definitely did not have in store for us. There's like little gasolines and stuff we can steal if we so choose, but I do not choose today. I am a nice guy. I leave the belongings with them. Although, I will see if they dropped anything over here. It appears just a little bit of armor, pantalones, shoes, face. Nothing that great, unfortunately. So, bit of a heartbreaker over here. We could have actually went ahead and hit this car, and that would have summoned the attention of some of them. But in the meantime, at least we get some stuff from here. I do not mind the duct tape. I've been going through a bit of a personal duct tape shortage, and let's see if we could maybe like shoot this raider through the cracks or something like that. Hello, raider. It does not appear to want to get shot from here. That's all right. We'll take him down from another angle, utilizing the power of sound. But hopefully everyone out there is having an absolutely incredible day of the most amazing variety that only keeps on getting better from here on out. Whether they for the video, bring you a smile, bring you a giggle, anything or everything like that, does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers that indeedly do. That's exactly what the joy do. And I think today's video, woo, bacon brings me joy. But I think today's video will be bringing you quite a lot of joy, because dude, seriously, this is, I think, the most hyped for video we've done in a hot minute. We got some big stuff coming your lads and lassies way right after we get to take care of a business. Hello, raiders. I have a shotgun and I have a little friend called Shotgun Raid. Some state travel on this, feel the pain. Okay, I am feeling the pain. Let's go back to the VSS over here and take them down one by one with the incredibly uber range that the sniper rifle brings along with it. We only got about like 1 shot left in there, and unfortunately these choppers are not dropping what I want them to drop. What the truck, bro? This is not what I signed up for. But what I did sign up for is checking what's in the back of this truck. I have literally found like steel plates in the back of this thing before, and some gas, so happily will take my hands on some of that. And I mean, I'll double back, and I'll make sure to grab everything and whatnot there too. But like I said, I'm just excited to get this Junkyard event and get the big stuff from the Junkyard event primarily, and then we got some big stuff to get to, ladies and gentlemen. But all right, that one looks to be pretty good. We got one little corner over here with, okay, the Raiders are not waiting for me to give my speech. They're just coming right at me, bro. Shotgun rain. Some state tribal raiders feel the pain. Shotgun rain. Oh, please don't let my armor break. My armor's broken. My armor's very broken. That's not stopping shotgun rain. Death to raiders. They have fallen. Woo! And one of them actually dropped their gun. Even though it's incredibly damaged, we can still get a few shots out of that. And then the awesome thing even about these damaged wares are that they are perfect for recycling at your recycler. In case y'all do not know, it can actually help you level up your recycler level, which you can then will allow you to get more good resources. Although these low durability weapons never drop a lot of resources from the recycler, they do get you just as much experience. So it's a good idea to actually use the low durability guns to level up your recycler before recycling better durability guns to try to maximize the amount of loot that you do get some from stuff. stuff. But there we have the 3 motorcycles of this event. Not too incredible there. It's just the man, his pantalones, and his lovely turtle on his back, and a little bit of shoes, I suppose, as well. But this chest over here is the big kahuna. So without further ado, big buddy, no whammy, big buddy, no whammy. Smash that like button to give me a little bit of power. Hopefully get some good luck from this. And smash that like button if you're hyped for the season 13 stuff we're about to get into. Without further ado, big buddy, no whammy! Boo, boo, boo. Boo. Even Travis is booing in the background. Boo! Yeah, you hear that, man? Travis is just not amused with what's going on. Well, I mean, I suppose I'll go ahead and stock up on things. I was hoping we could find the car batteries, which is seriously the cream of the crop, the best thing that this location can drop. You also do get some rubber and cogs, which I do anticipate will help us with building a boat, because they are pretty valuable resources, to say the least. But, hockey docky, hearty-chalkies, I will double back and grab everything from here, because we have looted up all of the different loot-sicles that this place does indeedly do have in store. And just making sure, did I get the back of this thing? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so we got pretty much all the good loot that this place does have to offer. We got the car, we got it also. I'll go back, I'll refuel, I'll do all that type of jazz, siphon up some gas from all these choppers. But in case y'all do not know, the awesome thing about this version of the Junkyard event too is that you get a bit of a little bit of a mail-in rebate, so to speak, on the gasoline, where you just gotta take it from the Raiders choppers. Pretty nice, you know. But okie dokie, I'll get to doing that stuff and meet you at base. And after safely putting away the stuff of which we acquired from that awesome Junkyard, well, the event's awesome, the one we got in particular, debatable. I did not see any car battery, but that is some loot I am definitely trying to get as we continue preparing for what season 13 is going to have for us and what we're going to be getting into. But first, before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more lead ore again. These very valuable resources. I continue going overdrive on the dang things, especially now that my base is kind of organized enough. Don't get me wrong, still got a little bit of a work in progress on some of these chests, but the base is kind of starting to become a little bit organized. It's not fully organized, still work in progress, but when things do get fully organized, you always see a full base tour when I have something to proudly show off. But until then, just know that we have created enough inventory room to no longer have to use our acid bath as a glorified chest to store all of our stuff. So now we can use it to process all these lead crates that we've been going freaking ham, egg, and cheese on. And that is going to include us blowing through our acid supply and a little bit of an air filter, so that we'll start processing very lovely to see, because that then gives us something beautiful. The power of the lead, which will then be processed into lead plates. Again, rare, valuable resources, exactly what we're trying to stockpile on in preparations for what we're going to be getting into. But speaking of getting into things, so listen, y'all know me, y'all know that I have a problem. I am a self-proclaimed lootaholic. It's a very serious condition in where I need to get my hands on some good loot every single day. Otherwise, I don't know what's happened. I've gotten good loot every single day, every single episode imaginable. We gotta get our hands on something. Otherwise, like, I don't want to see the consequences of not doing that. So we're preparing for a little bit of a quick raid as well, because well, one just so happened to appear on my map, and that would be just rude. They're expecting us, and what can I say? We gotta go and pay them a visit. But then we've got some of that good stuff to go ahead and pop into. First things first, I'll just make sure that we're well prepared over here on the hatchet side of things with the power of the iron hatchets and our dwindling little supply of duct tape. So I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't even mind a little bit of duct tape out of this. Star, take a shower now. I will not do this. Nine. No shower today. I am not feeling the shower. Star, why so aggressive? Listen, me and my stank go back a way back to those of y'all who've been watching for the past few years. Y'all know back in the day, I was the stinkiest lad on this side of the Mississippi. And I feel it's about time I reclaim my title. Oh, and let's make sure to modify our M16 in the best way imaginable, because we want to make sure this thing's silent but deadly. Not like that, you know what I mean. So we're going to be doing that through the power of a few proper modifications here. We need to make sure that the silencer stays equipped, and then we'll go ahead and turn it into this. Not the best stability on this thing, but pretty solid damage per second. So we're going to be having a little bit of fun with that. And oh, how could we forget? We got to make sure the whole gang comes along for today's shenanigans too. So in my newly organized food chest over here in your hands, hey, we're going to be bringing along a little bit of turkey, and we're going to be taking this thing over to the dog crate where Lexi and all of her pups will be fed, so Lexi can come along, because I'm not wearing a shirt today. You know, honestly, I'm not wearing shoes. I'm not wearing a hat today. Today's a pantalones, a smelly boy type of day. Okay, I will put the shoes back on so I can walk a little bit faster, but I digress. The pantalones we'll be staying on. And no, thank you, Shower. I'm not feeling you today. We're going back to our roots today. And that's why, again, we'll just rock the pantalones. Or do we go no pantalones or just pantalones? Those are kind of like the two modes I would switch between back in the day. Regardless, I reckon we're pretty well prepared, including some of the stuff that we got back over here in the back of the chopper. So without further ado, let's go and get things popping like Mary Poppins. And while we are doing that, do not forget to head over to twitch.tv/Starsnipe, link in the description and in the pinned comment to go ahead and hit us with that follow button. That is where we are live streaming every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. If y'all don't know what time that is, make sure to go to that link at the description and in the pinned comment that says twitch.tv/Starsnipe/schedule, which will actually let you guys know what time that stream starts in your own local time, which is super helpful because there's like 24 freaking time zones across the world, so it could start at 24 different times depending on where you live in the world. But that second link I was talking about will hook y'all up and make sure you are prepared for the good stuff that is to come. Yes, of course. Hopefully I do see y'all over there. It's an awesome way where we kick off every single weekend right after my job on Friday. We pop on and we get to doing some good stuff. We've been doing Bunker Bravo runs. We've been doing, I gotta get the C4 by the way. We've been doing Bunker Bravo runs. We've been doing freaking multi-raid shenanigans, and well, we got some season 13 shenanigans we're gonna be getting into too. But back to what I was saying, lads and lassies, make sure that y'all go ahead and pop on over there to be prepared for the goodies that are to come. And don't forget to connect Twitch drops as well. Literally just go to your settings icon, click that button, link your Twitch account to your Last Day on Earth account, and every 30 minutes of watching my Last Day on Earth live streams, you'll actually have a chance of getting some free stuff sent directly to your inbox via the magic of this kind of built-in system that Last Day on Earth and Twitch do have integrated directly into Twitch. And those things do include things like the Special Forces pack. Oh my god, Star, you're a hacker. It says 0. No, I've seen people comment that before. This is just a glitch that happens sometimes. I can't actually buy anything. It doesn't work, man. Yeah, see, it doesn't work. I literally can't do anything. Oh, Star, that you're just hiding your hacker ways, Star. No, I'm not. Come on, dude. Come on. Please, I wish everything cost 0, then we would have so many openings coming your way. But these things can cost 0 to y'all via the magic of those Twitch drops, because you literally can get things like Special Forces packs sent directly to your inbox. You get like old chopper stuff as well, so I believe like mechanics packs and stuff too. You can even get the mannequin decoration for back at your base, all sorts of goodies like that. So it is seriously awesome. So hope to see y'all over there. And don't forget to hit that follow button on our streams as well, because that is actually how you can be notified, especially if you have the Twitch app installed, of our live streams every single time that we are going live. And sometimes we do go live with bonus live streams, for example on Sundays. Make sure to do that. Without further ado, bada bing, bada boom, we're in, and this first room has 2 chests, so it looks like we might have a quick raid before we get into this season 13 stuff that I'm so excited about, which honestly might be a bit of a good thing, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I have the patience to wait much longer. But for now, it's time for shotgun rain. Oh, some stay dry. That man felt the pain. Shotgun rain. Look at this M16 in action, dude. It's so good with the silencer. I just hate the fact that it does have some misses. This isn't the usual M16 I rock. I usually have a different attachment over there on the front. It's actually a common attachment that gives us a little bit less damage per second, but we don't have to worry about misses, which personally is a pretty big thing to me, because missing is never fun. Also, I'll put the hat back on. The hat's coming back on, lads and lassies. And we're gonna have a second room over here to break into as well, and hopefully that will have some goodies awaiting us too. So let's go back and grab a C4 number 2. But yeah, hopefully I do see y'all over there at those streams. Like I do say, make sure that you guys are following us too, because sometimes we go live with random unscheduled live streams. Like for example, sometimes I try to go live on Sundays with a little bit of a bonus live stream, usually a little bit earlier in the day compared to 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll try to do it like a few hours before that, and so kind of like make it a little bit better, because I know for like some Europeans out there and some people in different countries, it is a little bit on the hard, like it's a little bit on the hard side to actually be able to make it on time for the 6 p.m. Eastern time, because then it starts to get pretty late for over y'all there, and that is unfortunate. And hello, we got some zombies. Oh no. Let's go and back it up out of there and hit it with a mow down, baby. Lexi, help out and do something. Por favor. Our M16 though is making quick work of these lads. That'll go 3 big boys. That 3 musketeers is still running up on us. Let's go and give these guys the bit of a mow down. And again, just trying to keep our distance so they don't hit us, so we don't have to use medical supplies. That whole good shebang. Like that. But yeah, looking forward to seeing y'all over there at those streams. For example, with those bonus like Sunday live streams, I do try and do should time permit. So yeah, make sure that follow button, have the app installed so y'all can be ready for that shenanigans. And just as a bit of a heads up, this Friday is gonna be the exception. There's gonna be no stream on this Friday. I actually might go and try to do a live stream today instead. So check twitch.tv/Starsnipe by the time you guys are seeing this video, and maybe we will be live right now. I'll make sure to check that. Simply put, I'm not gonna be around on Friday to stream, unfortunately. So it is a heartbreaker. I know my heart's broken as well, and my heart might be broken by the contents of this raid, lad. This is oy vey. That is not what I was hoping for. Wowzers. Well, I'm gonna go and be sad back at base. This raid, and 2, I spit on you. This raid's a negative 10 out of 10. Pathetic. How can you do this to me? I used multiple C4 stuff. Why did you use the C4 on the second room? Because I want to check what's inside, bro. Sometimes I like to do the blind raids, because in case y'all do not know, you can actually go on. Ooh, hello. I will pay visit to you, Mr. Resta. Sometimes y'all can actually go into YouTube and look up, for example, like LDoE raid followed by the name of your base to actually see and kind of get an idea for what to expect out of that base raid, because it will be similar to the raid that y'all do see on the YouTube. So that's actually why I kind of like, sometimes I go in blind for the funs of it to show off where things are and they have a little bit more suspense. But then other times when there's a big boy raid on our hands, sometimes we go do a little bit of research ahead of time. And even if we don't do it though, make sure that every single base y'all do, you do research on. Make sure to search up the name of the base so y'all can see what to expect, see which rooms are worth breaking into and which ones maybe not so much, you know? And it just gives you a good idea to be prepared for the trials and tribulations of that raid. And trust me, there seriously might be some major ones, and especially if it's like a really good raid with like 50 pistols you can loot. Yes, I've had those raids before. They're incredible. You want to make sure to be prepared for those. And without further ado, let's take these lads down. And unfortunately, none of them are dropping the goods, bro. This seriously used to be one of, if this used to actually be the best chopper event that there was, because you could get a shotgun with decent durability, an AK with decent durability, all sorts of goodies like that. And unfortunately, whoa, okay, at least we got, this guy dropped the pistol. I'm actually pretty hype about that. I'll take that to the bank, baby. Actually, I don't know how the bank teller would react to me bringing a partial durability pistol to the bank. I retract that last sentence. Definitely could be taken out of context, but you know what I mean. Let's go see what the chopper has in store for us too, because this thing can usually have some goody good goods. And woohoo! Another pistol and a chance at something really good. Best case scenario, shotgun. Worst case scenario, we get the literal and metaphorical pipes. So without further ado, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. Okay, we got something like kind of in the middle. Not incredible, not awful. Well, now it becomes a matter of what are we bringing home with us, and luckily we got a little bit of room back here in our dirty chopper. This thing's gonna be needing a bit of a shower, if I do say so myself. And whatchamacallit, we'll go and put the valuable stuff away. The raiders are gonna want to cut at this. We want to make sure to not come home with the electronic circuit, because then they think we had a really good raid. They value the electronic circuit incredibly highly. I think they worship the dang thing. It's weird. But we'll go ahead. I mean, it's good, but after you kind of use your first few electronic circuits, it stops being as good. But it's very, because you need it to actually craft like the acid bath, for example. I don't think you don't need it for the generator. I haven't crafted a generator in a while, but I don't think you need it for that. Anyways, we'll put a few things away into there and grab a few boxes up in here as well. Yeah, looking forward to seeing y'all over there at that stream. Keep an eye out. We might be doing a stream later today to make up for the fact that I won't be able to stream on this Friday, but this Friday is just the exception. Otherwise, every single Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we are live, and sometimes bonus streams going live, like those weekend streams on Sunday that I try to do a bit earlier in the day, and even the one like I'm gonna be trying to do today as well. Today's gonna be a bit of a cool one too, because it's gonna be a birthday stream, baby! So you know it's gonna be lit. We're gonna be having a jolly good time, and what better way than with some Last Day on Earth to play and Twitch drops to be had. So y'all better have that thing enabled and start collecting some of the goodies. And speaking of goodies, do not forget to go to that A in the top right-hand corner and log in with Amazon too. And after a quick login myself with my Amazon account that does have Amazon Prime, check it out. We got the claim button. We got a full set of Kevlar and modified Kalashnikov 47 coming our way as easy as that. So if y'all have Amazon Prime or know someone with Amazon Prime, see if they can hook you up with it, and you know, just maybe give them your phone and be like, hey, can you log into your Amazon Prime account real quick? Because it only needs to be linked once, and then you can start claiming those weekly rewards, which is seriously awesome. And if someone has an Amazon Prime account that is not yet linked to a Last Day on Earth account, they can seriously help you out. So your mom, your pops, your brother, your sister, your bloody arch nemesis, doesn't matter. Ask around a little bit, and that might be some good stuff coming your way in your near future, because it seriously does have some freaking goods associated with it, right? But speaking of freaking goods, we have gotten pretty much all of the goods out of this location. Y'all have seen everything that these chests do have to offer, and I will probably again just kind of sort out and pick and choose willy-nilly exactly what I do want from here, and then meet y'all back at the base. Yes, we do this. Okie dokie, hold up, small detour. I was putting stuff away, but then this bad boy decided to appear. So I just want to make sure to go ahead and pay this thing a quick pit stop too. But make sure y'all to utilize that Amazon Prime stuff. Start collecting those free goodies every single week. And on top of it, if y'all go to gaming.amazon.com, you can also connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and start claiming some free rewards in various other games too. Like for example, GTA 5, like through gaming.amazon.com. You can see all the other games that Amazon Prime does like similar stuff with and actually start claiming rewards in other games too. So make sure to go ahead and give it a look because there seriously might be some awesome stuff coming your way. And get over here, Toxic Spitter! I'll float like a butterfly, sting like a bee! And Lexi, thank you for the help, Lexi. Highly appreciate it. But yeah, make sure that y'all go ahead and do that. And on top of that, you will also get some pretty awesome perks. Whoop, 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 whoop. And get out of there. You'll also get some pretty awesome perks over on whatchamacallit, Twitch as well, and including but not limited to 1 free Twitch Prime sub every single month coming your lads and lassies way. That is right. So normally a sub on Twitch is actually $4.99 a month to subscribe and get a subscription to someone's channel. It's a little bit different from YouTube subs. You actually get a whole ton of extra benefits with Twitch subs. A YouTube sub is kind of like a Twitch follow, but a Twitch sub normally is, let's go, good stuff over there. Actually $4.99, but with Twitch Prime, you get 1 free one every single month that y'all can utilize free of charge to you, but still you can get all the benefits of a $4.99 sub. And on top of it, you do still directly support your favorite streamer that you go ahead and do decide to utilize that upon, which is super incredible because literally it costs nothing to you, but it can help directly support a streamer of your choice every single month. So regardless of who you utilize it on, just make sure that you utilize it every single month because it costs nothing to you if you do have Amazon Prime, and it can help directly support a streamer of your choice. If it's me, awesome. I appreciate that a ton. We're gonna have a party celebrating every single Twitch Prime and Twitch sub and all that jazz in our stream, as we always do. It's freaking lit, man. We got the face cam, we got the jams, we got the live chat. It's awesome. So we're gonna be doing all of that jazz. But yeah, hopefully I do see y'all over there for that. If you do decide to utilize it as well, you will get a whole ton of freaking custom emotes too that I had my artist draw up and make specifically, because when you do subscribe, you also unlock custom emotes you can utilize across all of Twitch that I had added. And we got some pretty awesome ones, including like Travis, the freaking goldfish memory, all sorts of various faces from my face cam. It's freaking awesome. So hopefully I do see y'all over there, and that's only one of the many perks that you can get. And regardless of who you subscribe to, usually people will have like these emotes that you get and stuff. So make sure to utilize it every single month. It does seriously, it helps support your favorite streamer. Also, it comes with some pretty awesome stuff too. But anyways, speaking of awesome things, lads and lasses, I believe it's time. It's his time, I reckon. Because that, I'm not gonna lie, Chopper event did save me from my loot withdrawals. The multiple weapons we got, mwah, definitely what I needed after that bit of a lackluster raid. But honestly, what we're about to do now is exactly what I've been needing all day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, boom! Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here it is, the Season 13 recap. Every single thing that we know and every single thing that we can suspect from all the information that has been given to us, both through in-game means and through the Last Day on Earth developers explicitly telling us through social posts. This is it. Everything about Season 13. So without further ado, let's get into the meat of things, and let's of course begin with none other than the port location. Is going to be available soon, access currently denied, but Season 13 is going to be big for this. Also, a bit of a quick side note as well, Season 12 in the cargo delivery system, yes, that same delivery system that gives you a chance to getting the ATV transmission and various other goodies, is actually going to be moved over here to the port once the location does drop. And I'm going to go into this a little bit more in depth as we do go over all this information, but odds are that this is going to be a permanent location as well, and we're going to get into that in a second. But without further ado, yes, this port is going to be where things largely do center around. So what do we know about this port? Well, why don't we start off with the vehicle that the Season 13 is actually going to be introducing. In case y'all have been living under a rock, this is going to be one of the biggest draws and one of the reasons that this is going to be the biggest update, at least since Season 3 and the ATV and Bunker Bravo were added, and potentially even bigger. And we are going to be getting into that in just a second. But the boat is being added, and this thing, is a beauty. And obviously, this is a vehicle, the third vehicle of Last Day on Earth. And as we know, vehicles serve very specific purposes. The first vehicle of Last Day on Earth, the chopper, is used to reach this watchtower and ultimately reach these northern locations. These northern locations unlock oak planks and ultimately the resources necessary to make steel bars as well, making this new location not just an expansion of the map, but also unlocking new resources via the chopper. Wait, what's that? The ATV did something similar? Yes, that's actually how you reach this watchtower over here, which then unlocks the swamp zones. And the swamp zones zones, unlock a plethora of new resources, primarily ash planks being the biggest pull of things, but to go along with it, you can also get lead plates and lead ore as well, peat, corn, all sprouts, all sorts of various new resources, again unlocked via this addition of the vehicle, and that boat is likely to be very similar. We also know that the boat is going to be parked and kept at the harbor, and that again is kind of tying back into why I think it's going to be a permanent location, because we need to keep the boat somewhere. We know that the boat is going to be over here in the northern location. It's going to encompass season 13 largely, and we can't really hold the boat of our base. It's not really like, we don't really have any water nearby, and also as a side effect of the fact that the boat is likely to be carried in this northern boat or northern body of water, it's unlikely to be able to use the boat in this southern part of Last Day on Earth, and as such, it's unlikely we'll be able to reach Bunker Charlie in this update, but there are some very cool things we're likely to be able to reach that we're going to be getting into. But yeah, back to the boat, we're going to be able to craft it, and as updates usually do, like for example, when Bunker Bravo and the swamp were added in, that actually required, in order to build the ATV, resources from the Bunker Bravo in order to build it and unlock the new zone. So it's very likely that we'll actually need resources from the port/harbor location in order to build this thing as well in a similar vein. And we're going to go over exactly all the different ways we might be able to get that in just a bit. But long story short, when this thing does get built, it is going to most likely unlock new locations to the north across that huge body of water as well. And that's exactly what y'all can see over here. This body of water will be able to cross. So either we're going to be able to reach this northern continent over here in some locations on the coastline, which is going to be really cool, or we might even be able to like reach this island, and maybe like a location will pop up on that as well, because it does exist over there, and a boat would definitely be utilized to reach it. But long story short, there's likely to be a watchtower we can reach and then expand the map via those things, and that boat is just going to add in an entirely new section of the map. So super hype, especially because with the new sections of the map usually come new resources. Yes, you heard that right, new resources, but we'll go ahead and get to that in a second, because at that harbor/port location is also going to be this crane right over here, and this thing is going to serve a pretty nifty purpose, again most likely tying back into the boat. And similar to how we bring back resources like lead ore on the back of our ATV back to base, we'll be able to bring back things on the back of our boat back over here and kind of haul it from this little crane location. So it's likely that from the back of the boat, if y'all actually follow me, there's a perfect little slot there to put like a crate or something like that. We'll be able to bring that over to the crate, or to the crane, which will then offload the crate from the boat and transfer it to land. So the port/harbor is going to kind of act like this middleman that lets us transfer loot from our boat back to land and most likely bring it back to base. So potentially a setup similar to lead ore might actually unfold, where we might be able to process the lead ore, like how we process lead ore into lead plates. We might be able to process new resources we gather by crate, bring them back to the crane, and then bring them back to base. Or maybe we'll be able to turn these crates in over to the Genesis people as well, which we'll get to in just a second. But long story short, the crane is going to be very hyped for offloading things from the boat and putting them to use in that regard. It just looks freaking sick too, man. But it's also off the freaking port and harbor, and again, it just ties further back into the fact that the boat is likely to be kept here at this port/harbor location. We also know of Christmas, and with Christmas, we have a little bit of a look at some new chopper skins that are going to be coming. I personally love this one, of the fact that, dude, there's a freaking reindeer in our sidecar. That's going to be awesome. So definitely looking forward to that. But on top of these skins, there is also the fact that, similar to how we got a little Halloween spooky farm location in season 12, we'll probably get a little Christmas location in season 13. Christmas is not going to be the focus of season 13, but throughout the course of season 13, we'll probably get Christmas related events that we can go to and participate in. Maybe something similar to Halloween, where there's 3 various bosses we got to go ahead and battle at this new little side seasonal location, and potentially the shenanigans we get into will ultimately help us unlock some of these new things, like for example this boy and this boy. But back to new things, let's take a look at this harbor. So that crane is likely to actually, the one that we were just looking at, is likely to be located right over here. Again, it's used to take things off the back of boats further, just kind of solidifying the fact of what we were suspecting. There's a chance we might be able to actually load up the back of our boats with loot too, to actually like bring crates to some of the locations across the water, but I digress. So we also do have this cool little like building over here. There's our boat, by the way, again, just like being stored on shore. That's probably we're gonna have to like repair the boat once we do stumble across it upon arriving at the harbor slash pier. But after that happens, there's also this little mystery building over here. I wonder if there's gonna be any people in there, maybe similar to the gas station, how we can upgrade our chopper. There might be like a boat mechanic in there that we can talk to, or maybe there's just gonna be NPCs that give us quests in there that we can then go ahead and use to travel via boat. Or maybe as we complete those quests, maybe they'll tell us to do quests kind of in the mainland, and then we'll be able to unlock some resources for building the boat and ultimately unlocking those new locations of which we speak. But then the second half of the equation comes into play. We also have this Genesis bunker over here. Again, Genesis is moving from their season 12 Genesis mobile-based location to here. They are likely to inhabit this location here. Maybe it'll be inhabited by enemies, and the first time we've come across it, we actually got to like clear out this building, which would be pretty freaking sick. But regardless of if that happens, this is likely where Genesis is going to stay, and that's likely we're going to be able to do new cargo deliveries, probably through this thing right over here, where we'll be able to load this huge ship up with cargo and ship it as some of the quests. We'll be able to get the quests from the location inside, yada yada yada. And maybe even they did say that they're going to be updating that system moving forward, the one that's supposed to be a permanent system, which again further solidifies the fact that this is going to be a permanent location. That also means that there's a chance we might even be able to like tag along for these cargo deliveries and actively defend them instead of just being a glorified text-based adventure. We might be able to be on the ship as it travels across that body of water and fend it off against all the various events that might go on, which would be pretty freaking sick. But even if that's not the case, that is likely the boat that we're going to be loading up with stuff to go ahead and do cargo deliveries from, and then ultimately maybe even offloading deliveries from it as well. Interestingly enough, we also have this like little side door over there that looks like it leads to something. There's like this little retractable bridge over there, so we might actually be able to take our boat and actually pilot it into there, and that might take us through some kind of like a secret tunnel system or secret cave or something. I don't know, but we might be able to get some shenanigans done through that as well. We don't know too much about that, but definitely keep an eye out on that, and definitely make sure you subscribe with that notification bell hit, because as soon as this update comes out, we're going ham on it, baby. We are speedrunning the bejesus out of getting that boat built, and then after that happens, ooh, the new locations will be ours absolutely ASAP. Everything is going to be covered, so stay tuned for that goodness. But yeah, that little doorway over there, a little bit interesting. We'll see how all that jazz does unfold, but there's a little bit of a quick peek at the harbor, and we do also go a lot more in depth on things as well. I'm just trying to give a quick recap about everything we know with as much detail as I can, but if y'all want even more detail, check out some of the last few Last Night on Earth videos we've been posting. We've been going in depth about every single piece of information that does come out, because season 13 is seriously shaping up to be huge, and boom. Oh, it only gets bigger from here on out. Another brand new location revealed. This cave system. So there's a potential that that little secret area next to the harbor, that little gateway I was talking about, might lead into these caves, or likely what I'm kind of leaning more towards is that these caves are going to be the new locations of which we speak. The boat, again, is likely to unlock new locations. What do new locations have? New resources. What would a cave be perfect for? New resources. You ever played Minecraft, son? You know what caves have, son? Minerals and various metallic resources. Exactly what we're due for, because to our knowledge, there are no more new woods for us to unlock. We primarily need to unlock titanium and tungsten moving forward. Tungsten appears to be a little bit more advanced, so it's more likely that titanium will be on the chopping block, and we'll be able to gather it somehow through this location. They did tease there being treasure within these caves, so maybe we'll even be able to find like buried treasure and stuff in here. Maybe we'll be able to find like hidden chests deep within their depths, along with all the various enemies we are sure to encounter that are going to be fun to take down. But again, there's a good chance that there's gonna be like titanium hidden within here, and we are then gonna be able to grab its raw form from these caves, bring it back via our boat, potentially in the back of that crate that I was talking about. Like, we might need to find or like maybe load up the crate similar to how we have to take lead ore, like with these more advanced metals. At least with the ATV, it set this precedent where for the advanced metal known as lead, you gotta get it by the crate and then bring it back. So maybe we'll have to get titanium by the crate and bring it back too into titanium, or refine that at the acid bath, and then from that actually process it within our smelters into titanium bars, which then unlocks a whole smorgasbord of new crafting recipes, by the way, which is going to be huge. But dude, that's just a whole nother chapter of things. But there are things like the repair bench that we might unlock, even the potential, like, it's so much freaking stuff that is going to go down should titanium be found in these caves. And like I'm saying, it's likely due to some of those factors with the new vehicle, new locations, all that jazz tying in together. So that is, again, just another reason to get hype, ladies and gentlemen. It only gets crazier from here on out. So yeah, who knows? Maybe the titanium ore is the treasure of which they speak and tease to be found within these caves, or maybe there's gonna be actual like buried treasure or something we can find in these caves. Maybe like dead people who like traveled here. I don't even know, man. There's a lot of potential, but this cave system looks so freaking cool, and titanium ore and the possibility of that only becomes bigger once this piece of information did come out. So yes, things are looking absolutely insane with season 13. I cannot wait for it to come out. We got so much to cover and so much new stuff to explore, and to go along with it, we go a little bit more in depth on this again in the past few videos, but there's also the possibility of a few other things, including a new city location found to the north, because there have been teasers in the game of a city located to the north. And, well, we're going to be unlocking a new location literally directly to the north. So that city could seriously be a potentiality for a new location for us to check out. And then even the potential for a second base to be buildable, which will actually serve as kind of like our dock that we might be able to bring, whatchamacallit, we'll park our boat, for example, over here at our new base, hypothetically. And then we'll set out onto our adventures, have a little like second home away from home, be able to build a base from scratch, because they have actually teased a new base and hinted towards another peaceful place to call our own in some past teasers. So there's the potential that's a second base, or maybe there's the potential that that just might be the harbor. You know, a few different ways to look at it, but long story short, there's a chance that a new second base does get added within this update that we can start building up in the north. There's a chance that there's a city location and all the other stuff that we just went over. So it's looking insane, and I cannot wait to have some fun and dive into it. But there you lads and lassies have it. Everything we know about season 13 and suspect from it. Again, that should be coming ideally next week. Some people think it's gonna come by Monday. Again, like I went over, I do think there's a good chance it comes later in the week, because that just tends to be how Kafir does things. Whenever they give a solid date, usually that date comes a little bit late, so to speak. But regardless, cannot wait to get into those season 13 shenanigans. Seriously shaping up to be the biggest and best update in such a hot minute. But with that said, with that done, that is gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.